Now to our original series, Project Home. And tonight, could a health crisis exacerbate the housing crisis?
Nonprofits tell Susie Steimel they're worried the coronavirus could push families on the edge into homelessness.
As a region, when it comes to housing, we're past the breaking point for so many.
I'm not affording it. Over half of my paycheck goes into my rental costs.
Teachers like Aileen Young are pinching pennies.
To try to pay a majority of your salary into rent means that everything, else has to be like a numbers game.
So what happens when a novel coronavirus threatens to shut down schools? It places even more pressure on those who are barely making ends meet.
If the schools shut down and parents who are working minimum wage jobs have to stay home with their kids, there's a good chance they're not going to make their rent payment. And what happens then?
That's what Ray Bramson, Chief Impact Officer with Destination Home, is worried about. Nonprofits across the country are increasingly concerned about families that are already in the midst of a housing crisis, now may soon be impacted by a health crisis.
I absolutely think that something like this, which keeps people from being able to go to work, which keeps people like in the gig economy from being able to do their jobs that they rely on every day to make a living, I think there's a high chance that if things get out of hand or get worse, that we could see more and more people at greater risk of homelessness.
The homeless are another focus for nonprofits now, especially when the message from officials is
wash your hands.
Try to wash your hands frequently.
Continue to be vigilant about hand washing.
But for those who don't have access to soap or running water, it's not a reasonable expectation. In encampments, diseases can spread more quickly, and many of the region's homeless are elderly and at higher risk when it comes to their health.
We have 9,700 people on our streets in Santa Clara County right now. We have a lot of very, very ill people already who need permanent supportive housing. We've got a lot of work to do.
Bramson says his team is working with local partners to prevent things from compounding. So if coronavirus does impact families on the edge, they can stand a fighting chance.
But when you introduce an outside factor, something that's completely unexpected, it throws off their entire plan and their entire system that they're using to just barely hang on.
Today, Mayor London Breed and the San Francisco Department of Public Health announced a $5 million investment to protect these vulnerable populations at risk of dying from COVID-19. Funds will go toward reducing the risk for the marginally housed and for the homeless, both people we talked about in that story.
Well, you've talked about the fact that it doesn't take much, a couple $100 a month more can knock somebody right off.
And you think about people who, maybe their kids have to stay home and they can't go to work, or someone in the gig economy. It could be a lot of people.
Yeah, we're curious to know how sick time is going to work, if companies are going to increase their policy on that, because so many people might need to quarantine for a couple weeks. They just don't have that sick time.
Could be a different world, and it could really put a lot of people already on the edge even more so.
Yes. Thank you, Susie.
Susie, thanks.
Well, keep sending your stories and ideas to Project Home at CBSSF.com and see all of Susie's reporting on our website.